Hey folks, this is your host Mandeep. It is Saturday, October the 2nd, and today I'm going to share with you an incredible scan that is based on the Keltner channel that I developed in the last few months, and I've been backtesting it as well. And I find the results of it absolutely astounding. Hopefully, you'll do the same. And what we'll do is we'll create the scan live, and hopefully everybody can replicate that. And what I'm going to do is just build a long version of the scan, and then you can take that code and convert it into the short version, right? So if people day trade both sides of the market, going long and short, then it's good to have both those scans. And in fact, at times you will see that this one scan is just all you need for your day trading needs. But I combine the scan with the ultimate trading strategy just because I want to know when the appropriate entry is for these stocks. And I'm going to show you the output of these as well. So before we get into it, I just want to show you what the Keltner channel looks like. So if you search for it and add it into the study, you'll find that the Keltner channel is basically based around the 20 period sort of simple moving average, and there's an upper band and a lower band associated with it. Now this upper band is 1.5 times the average true range, and likewise this is 1.5 times the average true range in the downward direction, right? But what we want to do is we want to find stocks that are trading above the 1.5x Keltner channel, as well as stocks that are trading 2.0 times the ATR range as well. So those are the stocks that have momentum for day trading, right? So now why don't we just delve into the scan and start building this, right? So we are starting with a blank scan, and what we'll do is we'll add a study filter, and you'll realize this is one scan that I'm going to write virtually no code. It's almost going to be drag and drop, right? So we're going to add a filter, and now just click on the edit button, edit again, and then look for price followed by close. So we want to find a close is greater than or equal to, is greater than, or let's just do greater than, and then select the study, which is the Keltner channel here. And now the Keltner channel is 1.5 times the ATR range, right? And remember this, the plot defaults to average, which is what we don't need. What we need is the upper band, right? So we have the upper band, and we'll save this now. So now we'll edit and we'll add another condition here, and we'll do the same thing, price, and we'll take the close here and say close is greater than, and we'll look at the Keltner channel again and type in Keltner channel, and we'll make a change here. Instead of 1.5, we're going to make it 2.0 here, and again the average to the average, we'll pick the upper band, save, hit OK, right? And what we'll do is now we want switch this to multiple time frames. So we'll start this as 30 without any extended hours. Now we want to look at this data on 30-hour, 4-hour and day, right? So what we'll do is we'll add 4 studies, add 2 and 3, and we'll do one more. Now we've already written the code for this. All we do is go into the editor and do a Control C or Option C depending on what platform you are, and then we'll just change the time frame on this one. This is already set to 30, so we'll edit this and we'll paste it here, the code, and we'll change this to 1 hour here, okay, but without extended hours. So it's 30, 1 hour. Then we'll go into the next one, paste it again, switch it to a 4-hour time frame, hit OK, and we'll go to the next one, and we'll change it to the day. So we've got 30-hour, 4-hour day, and on the last one we just want to find stocks that have some reasonable ATR. So we'll say the ATR, which is the average true range, is greater than 2.5, so which means the stock moves at least 2.5 points between the high and the low each day, and average volume of the last 30 days is greater than 700 1,000. Okay, so let's hit OK. So now let's double check. It is close is greater than the upper band in both cases. And now we'll just run the scan. So let's see what kind of results do we get. Now, as I've mentioned to you before, one of my key goals always with the scan is that out of the 4.5, 5,000 stocks that you have in the entire US market, your day trading scan should consist of like a handful of stocks, which makes it much easier to trade, right? So now what we'll do is we'll just save this scan. So let's just call it let's just save the scan query, and we'll just call it scan October the 2nd underscore long. Okay, now we'll go back into the a watch list here. We'll just add another scan here, and we'll do a watch list, and we'll just customize this, and we'll get rid of these two and say okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just go and look for the scan that we ended up creating today, which is the October 2nd long scan, right? And let's see the results that we end up getting here, right? Now what we'll do is we'll look at the results for each one of this, and we're going to look at it at the 30-minute interval. So we've got a handful of stocks that popped up on this list, which is fantastic, which is what you need. And then we'll see approximately how much profit you end up getting if you were trading this, just these set of stocks here. Okay, so now let's look at Caesar Entertainment, and this stock triggered a buy, based on UTS on this bar once it was on the list, and it's up $2.22. Now we're looking at 30 minutes, so this is going to carry forward to the next day. So that's $2 plus. And let's look at Hilton, which is another $1.61, right? So just call it $3.50. And the next one, $3.50 plus another $1.20, right? So add that to it. Add the next one, which is another 72 cents. Let's add what we made in Live Nation Entertainment. You got a buy here. This trade is carried forward, so you made $3 in this one. Then you can look at Marriott, and let's see how much profit we ended up making here, $2.34. And then this is Pioneer Natural Resources and Energy Play. We got $2.44. If you add up, it ranges in the $12 range. So assuming that you played 100 stocks on each one of these, you would have been up approximately $1,200. Or if you go heavy on like a combination of it. So for example, what I would do is if I would say Hilton and Marriott both, there's no point trading two stocks from the same sector. You would pick one and go a little bit heavier. And Caesar Entertainment obviously is casino play plus it's an online betting. And then you have Live Nation Entertainment, which is obviously the company that manages all these live shows, musical shows, and so on and so forth. And you have the energy sector. So just using this very simple scan produces absolutely incredible results, as you can see. And more importantly, it just gives you a very short number of stocks to look at, right? Which is my personal preference, right? So everybody, likes trading in a different way. And maybe some people like, 10 or 12 entries. I personally like, entries that are less than 10. And then, of course, I can use some kind of relative volume or other filter to, filter them down. If some days when the market is really trending and I have 10 or 15 entries, then I can see based on relative volume what are the 4 or 5 entries that are worth trading, right? Again, I have a lot of information on my website as well. If you go into the Ultimate Trading Strategy, there's a video that's here that you can learn more about UTS and some of the kind folks at the Wix have helped me kind of, have helped basically in building this, where I can do a demo if required, right? So if somebody is really interested and they've gone through the video and have more questions, they can book a 30-minute session with me and I walk them through how this strategy works. So now, once you have this scan, the other thing you can do is you can go back and build the version that's a short flavor of this uh, scan, right? So in a market that's trending down, you'll find entries there. So hopefully this helps, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.